Today in All Things 80s, part 5 of the cheapest mint on card vintage Star Wars figures. Welcome back to All Things 80s. Now, this is the fifth and final episode in this series where we're looking at the cheapest price to get a mint on card vintage Star Wars figure. Now, you may have thought the series was over when we looked at the Power of the Force, but thanks to the Junk Man, I have realized there are more figures that we have to look at. So first up, we have the blue Snaggletooth from the Sears Cantina Adventure set. I managed to find only one that was still brand new. Now, the set itself has been opened, but the baggies the figures were in are still sealed. So, to get the classic elusive blue Snaggletooth, you're going to have to pay $4,000 for this set. And by doing so, you will get the chance to open the baggie that the blue Snaggletooth came in. So there we go, $4,000. Next up, again, based on the Junk Man's recommendation that Jabba the Hutt is an action figure. So, to get a brand new, unopened Jabba the Hutt playset, action playset I should say, it's only $350, never been opened. And you might also want to add Snaggletooth as action figure. I kind of don't, but if you want to, he's in there as well. So $350 to open Jabba the Hutt in his action playset. Next up, we have Snaggletooth in the Max Rebo band. Now, before I go into these details, I have to say I can't imagine any kid in the 80s would have wanted this set. You know, if you had the money for this set, you could probably have purchased 4 or 5 really good action figures from the line. And, you know, it's a bunch of weird looking musicians with a very weird looking round piano. Not at all cool, but in today, 2019, to get one of these unopened, so you will be the first to open it, it's only $230. Not bad. Now, last of all, we have one more, which is probably somewhat controversial, but the Droid Factory did contain a 3-legged R2-D2. So whilst you had to make it yourself, that still was an R2-D2 action figure. Now, today, to get a brand new one, never been opened, the price, $2,500. And just bear in mind that if you pay that price, alongside R2-D2 with 3 legs, you will get a bunch of other junk to put together to make some random horrible droids, but $2,500. So, with all that in mind, so this bonus section, and let's face it, this was a bonus section. Those figures, so blue Snaggletooth, Jabba, Snaggletooth and his band, Droid Factory to get the R2-D2, it's going to cost you, cheapest, $7,080. So, $7,080 for those. And as we remember from the other episodes, the Power of the Force action figures, 15, not 17, is $34,705. The full set of the figures that came on the Return of the Jedi card backs, $2,553. The Empire Strikes Back carded figures, $8,864. And the first 21, and I gave you 23 because I added the big or the small head Han and the vinyl cape Jawa, was coming in at $39,985, giving us a grand total for all the vintage Star Wars figures, brand new, unopened, the cheapest price available today, $93,187. And remember, that's the cheapest price. Those card backs are, for the most part, are kind of scabby, and it doesn't include shipping. So I can't even guess what shipping is going to cost for if you were to buy these from all different sellers. But let's just give a round figure of $95,000 cheapest to have the experience of opening vintage Star Wars figures, all the figures. So there we have it. We're talking 95 grand for the cheapest. So if you were one of these nerds that bought your figures back in the 70s and the 80s and never opened them and kept them in storage, you're a very rich man. But you're also a loser, because these figures were meant to be opened, they were meant to be played with. So anyway, this concludes the series. So thank you for watching, and please do like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.